Hello, Aquarius. That was fast. This is the bottom of the deck for September. Rescue. How are you doing? My crown chakra immediately is like on fire, and your strength for the month is wide open. And I feel like that's what's happening with you. You're being cracked wide open, like getting new information, getting new downloads. Like the path has been made completely clear. Either that or you're like operating on a blank slate and you're being called to like fill things in, taking Virgo season to really connect with spirit and reimagine some things. But that may prove difficult for you, and we'll get into that. Before we get started, I want to invite you formally to the Back into the Body retreat. It's going to be an epic day of connection, intimacy, and restoration. We have people right here from our community as panelists, and we're partnering with OMG Wellness Bar, which is a Black woman-owned apothecary and wellness bar located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So everybody who attends the retreat is going to get handmade goodies intuitively designed by me and Shayla, the owner. So I want you to join us. I'm really, really excited about it. Let's get into your reading. Now, why it may prove challenging is because you're needing to shift from this rescue, kind of like damsel-ish energy to wide open. So this is a different perspective than being stuck on this island and not getting off, to realizing that the world is your oyster. You can have whatever you want. And so it really is a paradigm shift. And underneath the rescue is cleaning house. So taking Virgo season to really literally clear, create more space wherever you live, create more opportunity for spirit to be invited in with time, with clearing and making time, right? So that is the guidance for you, to make more room for spirit in the month ahead and make more space for movement and flow in your life. Your challenge, you got magic prayer. And this is really about remembering your power. It feels like remembering that you aren't necessarily wishing for change, that when you pray, there is something listening. There are beings, there are guides, there are dimensions that you're stretching out to. There are ancestors. There's you in all dimensions. And so I think maybe you're struggling to wrap your mind around that. And there's a lot of paradigm shifting and belief systems changing and falling apart, and that may be leaving you feeling lost without direction. But it's going to be empowering. It's going to be empowering. So let's get to the book. Your strength for the month wide open. So interesting. I turned to rescue instead of wide open. So let me read it. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask, and assistance will come your way. Even if you don't feel like you need to ask another person, ask your guides, go into meditation. You need only ask, and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. So you don't need rescuing. You need to go on a path of discovery. You can't go back. when we talked about that in the new moon in Leo, like when that tower, when that eye opens, when there's an awakening happening, you can't necessarily run back to what felt safe before, what that there's new emerging for you. All manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and that your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches at this time, so speak up and speak out. This card is the sign of the maverick who freely roams the wide open space of possibility. Allow for a greater vision to replace old ideas as you dream a grander dream. So let's get into the challenge. Self-will that goes unchecked can bring difficulties. The magic prayer card is a sign that you have mistakenly believed that your way is the only one. And that may be why you're now struggling with these new realms that are opening up, these new experiences that are happening, these new truths, because you were convinced that this was one way. Could the path you're on be leading you to a place of regret, or could you be pursuing something that isn't good for you? If so, you may be facing a painful lesson and a lonely one too. Perhaps it is time to pray and meditate on your highest good and the highest good of all. Spirit may have other plans for you. Be assured that they will be better than anything you could dream of. I'm already hearing some things about relationships. So let's get into it. Starting with career and finance, Aquarius.